It's beer o'clock on Real Ale Craft Beer. ASDA, Sainsbury's and Morrisons have brought out some new beers. And they always do this time of year. And normally so do Tesco, but Tesco this year, 2023, October, September time, have seemed to, like, unless they're bringing it out soon, they seem to have kind of stalled a bit, Tesco, I would say, in their craft beer releases. They used to be, Tesco, 3-4 years ago, Tesco used to be kind of the one to look at. They were releasing beers almost every quarter and everybody was really excited about it. I'd say 2020, the back half of 2022, mostly 2023, Tesco have been very static. But the other supermarkets, thankfully, Sainsbury's, ASDA, Morrisons, have been quite active, actually. I mean, look at these beers here. There must be at least 10 to 15 beers here from each supermarket. So I'm going to start off on my left. Now, I originally walked past this beer and I thought, oh, I'm bound to have reviewed this one. So I kind of left it on the shelf. And as I was walking away from the beer aisle in Morrisons, I thought, oh, I'd better check. And lo and behold, I hadn't reviewed it. This is Hofbräu Original. And I've never seen it in my local Morrisons. I went out to a larger Morrisons store in Cardiff for this. And it's 5.1% ABV. Munich beer. And we have a receipt here. And this beer was £3. £3 to buy. But it's 5.1% ABV. And it's come all the way from Germany. So if you're from Germany watching this, you're probably thinking, oh my goodness me, that cost me €1 in Germany. But, well, not here. Not with all the taxation in the UK and everything else that's gone over the last few years, plus exporting it over here. Yeah, it's £3 a bottle here. Next thing, we have a Northern Monk, and this was £3.75. Wow. But it's a double dry hopped IPA at 6% ABV, and it's part of their Faith in Futures beer. These beers are generally really good, the Faith in Futures from Northern Monk. So they're the two in Morrisons. I've also reviewed 2 beers from the Morrisons range, which they'll be out very shortly on the channel. Brewdog's Grind Coffee Stout. That's available in Sainsbury's and Morrisons. And I reviewed another beer which I've forgotten about, but it'll be on the channel soon. Next up then, we're going to have a look at Brewdog's Hop Frenzy. This is a hazy IPA. I picked this up in Sainsbury's and it's cost me £7 for 4 cans. £7 for 4 cans. But what's interesting about this beer is that Brewdog's Punk IPA is 5.4% ABV now. This one is coming in at 5.8%. 5.8% ABV. So I'm looking forward to reviewing this because I wondered if Brewdog had done the same thing as kind of Stella Artois have done, where, you know, everybody stopped drinking regular Stella Artois because it was basically not very good anymore. So Stella Artois brought out an unfiltered version. And everybody seems to like the unfiltered Stella Artois that's brewed in Camden Town Brewery 4, Stella of course. I wondered if this is Brewdog's attempt at saying, hey, we can brew a really good IPA at 5.8% ABV, but you're going to pay £7 for it. I don't mind paying £7 for it as long as it's really good. You break that down, break it in half, I'll do the maths, break it in half, £3.50 for 2 cans, break it in half again, that's how my brain works. About £1.80, £1.85 a can. It's not bad for a 5.8% ABV IPA, as long as it's good. Next along the line, I was in ASDA yesterday, and I always have a wander around different beer aisles, and I was in, again, the Cardiff ASDA, not the Barry one. The Barry ASDA seems to be a bit rubbish when it comes to beer. And I come across this. Theakston Best Bitter. Now, everybody knows of Theakston Old Peculiar, the Theakston Best Bitter. Never tried it. Thought to myself, hey, this is going to be something rather traditional. 3.8% ABV. This was £5 for 4 cans. Unpasteurised and cold filtered beer. All these beers will be coming to the channel over the next weeks. Another beer from ASDA, and this is Black Sheep Respire, a carbon neutral IPA. Now, I nearly put it back. Why did I nearly put it back? Well, I kind of, when you see these kind of like, I almost call them like statement beers. Like, they're making a point, they're making a statement, they're trying to be good, or, you know, I almost kind of, it's just an instinct of mine to go, nah, I'm not bothered, put it back. But I thought to myself, no, let's pick it up, let's give it a go. I picked it up in ASDA, carbon neutral IPA, 4% ABV in a 500 milliliter bottle, brown bottle, that was about £2 a bottle. So they're the beer. Oh, we got a few more from ASDA then. This is another one. Eclipse Hazy IPA from Kirkstall, 5.5% ABV. That should be belting. I'm a big fan of Kirkstall Brewery. I think their beers are fantastic. We have another traditional beer that's launched by St Austell. This is their Cornish Best Crafted Ale at 3.4% ABV. Probably will be very solid if anything else. There's the bottle cap on this one. Beer from Harbour Brewing Company, American Pale Ale, 5 Summers, brewed in Cornwall. These guys are owned by somebody now. Somebody's bought out Harbour. I can't quite remember. It might be someone like St Austell. Someone like that, I think, has bought out Bath Ales or St Austell. Somebody's bought Harbour Brewing Company. I was having a conversation with a brewery owner the other week, and we were talking about Harbour, and he was saying they'd definitely been bought out. I can't remember who bought Harbour. Comment in the comments box. But that's an American Pale Ale. It should be pretty good. About £2 a bottle. Now the next load of beers are the beers I've been out today. I've been out today to buy these beers. These are the beers I went to Sainsbury's for on Thursday, and I spoke to a computer said no. So all the shelves were empty, and they had the barcodes for the new beers. So I called somebody over and I said, hey, can you help me? It seems like you've got all of these new beers in, and they might be out the back type of thing on the shelves. And so I was like, she got a phone computer thing out, and she was like, oh, they're live, they should be here. And I was like, well, can you have a look out the back? And she went, I think she just went and had a little wander around the crisp aisle and came back, and she just said, oh no, I'm not allowed to go out and have a look. And I was thinking, oh, that's rough. I said, I've come from Barry to Cardiff for this. I've travelled 9 miles. So unfortunately, I went back today, Sunday, and I found these particular beers in Sainsbury's, and I got a ticket for the prices here as well. So this is the Gateau Black Forest Gateau by Northern Monk, £4 a can for that one, but it is 8% ABV. 8% ABV. I'm hoping that's going to be really good. Vocation Margarita, Death by Margarita, a salted lime sour, 4.5% ABV. Picked it up, thought I might give it a go. This one's interesting. This one is, again, I mean, if you're looking at the Northern Monks, isn't it funny, like paying £3.75 here for a Faith in Future's double dry hopped IPA, which I'm really excited about, from Morrisons. That looks really good. And then on the other hand, I'm looking at this and I'm thinking, oh my goodness me, how am I going to talk about this for at least 8 minutes long? You know, Northern Monks Choc Stout, 4.5%. ABV. For me, they seem to be going through a transitional stage, Northern Monk. They can still produce fantastic beer when they want to, fantastic IPAs, fantastic stouts and whatnot, and then at the same time they're kind of well into their kind of really gimmicky beers, but unfortunately the gimmicky beers are not very good anymore. They used to be all right, and it's all a bit like what's going on at Northern Monk. You know, everybody's got their eyes at the moment looking at Northern Monk, wondering are they still this really solid, great IPA brewery, great Imperial Stout brewery, or are they gonna go fully into the arms of the supermarket and keep producing these Choc ice stouts? That was £3 a can. This is another one from Sainsbury's, Arbor, Talus in Wonderland, American Pale Ale. I think I might have picked this up in Marks and Spencer. I had this has been in the fridge about a couple of weeks now, and this might be from Marks and Spencer's actually, not Sainsbury's. Have a look in either Marks and Spencer's or Sainsbury's. Arbor, Talus in Wonderland, American Pale Ale. Can't quite remember. This is definitely from Sainsbury's. This is Wiper and True Espresso Martini Shake, a 5.6% ABV coffee stout. 440 milliliter can, and that came in at £3.50 a can. 5.6, not too bad in price, I don't think. Polly's Brew Co. Polly's in Infinifold India Pale Ale, 5.9% ABV, and that was £3.50 for the can. And then I like these. Last but not least, I like these beers in Sainsbury's. I drink them. They seem to do like a summer ale. They seem to do Christmas beers. They seem to do Halloween beers, all in the bottle. But I always think they're really solid. They do a really nice London Porter in the bottle, which I reviewed last year if you want to take a look at that. But these beers have just landed now in the bottle, and £1.95, and yeah, they're both £1.95 a bottle. They're the Taste the Difference range, and this is their Winter Warmer Ale. And I'll show you the both bottles at the same time. The next one's a chocolate and orange stout. But this is where the channel started. The channel started with these kind of dark brown bottled ales 12, 13 years ago. And I've gone back to, if you know, I've gone back to drinking a lot of bottled beer. And I reckon these could be the star of the show. The Winter Warmer Ale could be fantastic. Chocolate and orange stout could equally be fantastic. Both brewed in Blandford, in Dorset. So that's obviously brewed by Badger Ales, who have brewed these beers. But I do get excited this time of year. We're heading into October. The nights are drawing in rapidly. It's getting colder, and I'm about ready for these kind of lovely bottled ales again. Winter Warmer ales, stouts, porters. Fantastic, fantastic. So there's the prices, there's the beers. Totally forgot that one I reviewed just 3 days ago, but I do apologise on that note. But it was definitely I reviewed the Grind from Brewdog. That's coming soon on the channel, and there was another beer as well, which I spent 8 minutes talking about it 3 days ago, and I can't remember the damn beer. But here we are. I hope you liked the video. Please put your comments in the comments box. Subscribe to our daily beer and food reviews. Give us a big fat thumbs up. Boom. Cheers.